you have to look at it from two sides, the developments here. Because at one side, this is an entirely sports story. But there is a very strong political undertone to all of this. And Rahul, I just want you to touch upon who is Brij Bhushan Sharan that possibly is making it politically inconvenient to touch him right now as the president of the WFI.
Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh has a very checkered political past. He belongs to that era of politics in Uttar Pradesh when leaders were inducted because of their winnability factors, because, as you said, they were Bahubalis. They had influence largely because of the kind of reign of terror they had. Now, if you see Mr. Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, one of the big elements about him, as far as his past is concerned, that he is an accused in the Babri demolition case. Then there is, in his 2019 affidavit, there is one charge related to causing disappearance of evidence in an offence. There is one charge related to punishment for dacoity. There is one charge related to attempt to murder. There is one charge related to false statement on an oath as to a public servant. One charge to illegal payments on connection with an election. Two charges related to every member of unlawful assembly. There are several charges against him. Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh has been running largely this federation like it's being done. That's what the charges have been against him. And most of the rivals against him usually their complaints have fallen on deaf ears as far as amending things as far as the Wrestling Federation is concerned.
You know, Rahul, I'm sorry, these are sports questions at a level, but like I said, it also has such deep-seated political overtones to all of this. He's been the president of the Wrestling Federation since 2011. There have been multiple complaints, as my colleague Nitin was pointing out, by various sports persons, medalists, otherwise, teams at various levels, not just at the international scale. So many of them. How is it that this man seemingly has survived everything and stayed on? We also know that the world of wrestling is very, very dirty. We've seen so many instances that have come. And maybe this is the underbelly where politics meets wrestling.
It's largely people with influence grabbing hold of various bodies. You will recall that the Congress had similar trouble with the as far as its own sport people associated with sports and the Congress party are concerned. The problem here is that Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh represents those people who have a political clout, who have a clout beyond politics, and once they take hold of these federations, they usually don't go away. And it is not, I think it needs a certain amount of cleansing, which is very difficult to bring about. If you see the hockey
Shrivastav, is Brij Bhushan Sharan the kind of politician who is possibly not a BJP MP, because he's practically been in every political party, where you can't really tell him to step down pending inquiry? Because like we pointed out, the kind of leader that he is, he's 6 times Lok Sabha MP, there is a Bahubali status he enjoys. You can't tell him what to do.
Yes. That's exactly what I was saying, that these people have such influence, party doesn't matter. The issue is that Mr. Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh has a winnability factor about him. That's one seat. He ensures that if he is with you, he brings that seat to that political party. Despite a lot of demands that people with checkered past shouldn't be in politics,